My girlfriend, F23, told me, M23, she gets turned on knowing other dudes like her. We've been together for 4 years now. She told me the other day that she got turned on by knowing that some dudes at her work seemed to be attracted to her a lot. And told me this after she came. I couldn't even keep going. It was such a strange feeling. I know that over these 4 years some girls wanted to hook up, but even the slightest idea of doing it didn't go through my mind. Even less I got turned on by that. I'm not an insecure dude, but that hit me. How do you even understand this? Like, how do you even approach this? From where? And how do I get this out of my head? Why would she even say that? OMG, I'd be so pissed. She has the emotional intelligence of a donut. She said this while you were having sex. My best guess is that she was trying to bring you into a kink or something, but that's absolutely terrible timing. I don't think it's all that unusual, but I think most people keep that to themselves, and I definitely don't think that they mention it in that situation unless they know that the other person is into it. Wow, that would be a punch to the gut. Especially the timing. The best way to respond to something like this is focusing on how it made you feel. You can say, when you said that it made me feel confused/angry/sad/turned off/disgusted/fearful/ etc. It would be fair to say, I get wanting to be attractive in general, but you getting those kinds of feelings for other people feels awful for me. It feels like a betrayal. I'm sorry she said something so cold and painful. Hopefully she wises up and realizes she's being a jerk face. She told you this right after she came? VFD. Understand this. She was imagining the other dude inside her. 100%. Do what you will with this information. I think there's a difference between feeling attractive and wanting to screw other dudes. It may be the former, though she chose the absolute wrong timing and way to say it. You're valid to feel the way you do. Should probably talk to her about it. She may need to work on her communication a bit. I, 30 female, found out my boyfriend's 32 male. Life is a lie. I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years. We don't live together. Recently, I couldn't shake the feeling that parts of his stories never lined up. There were inconsistencies about his life before me, about relationships, about why he moved, about who did what to who, timelines that changed depending on the day, details that seemed dramatic but vague. I bumped into a friend who had a mutual connection to his ex. He has spoken so badly about her. She is the crazy ex. She told me that almost everything he told me about his life in his home state and their relationship was fabricated. Major events, timelines, reasons for their breakup, things he used to portray himself as the victim, lies. Now I feel genuinely shaken. The way he portrayed himself in their breakup was untrue. Significant parts of his life in his home state, events he referenced, timelines he used to build sympathy and credibility, things he said defined him as a person, none of it was real. This wasn't a difference in perspective or two sides of a story. This was a completely different reality. He even lied about friendships, his family. I haven't met them in person yet, and his upbringing. He lied about small irrelevant things too, that just don't make sense. I believe her because she also has proof of some of the lies. He has always been the victim in every story he's told me. Never had a long-term relationship other than me and this ex. Only short-term ones. I don't plan on confronting him about this. I feel quite frightened. I'm not sure who he is. I'm worried how to navigate this. What do you do when you realize you weren't in a relationship with a person, but with a made-up person? How do you heal the part of you that ignored red flags because you wanted to believe the story more than the inconsistencies? The person you think you love doesn't exist. He sounds dangerous. If I was in your position, I would leave it's obvious from the lies. He doesn't have a clear sense of self, which is why he has to lie to make himself look and feel better. What happens when you don't make him feel high or excited anymore? He will devalue you and throw you away. Save yourself. Break up and change your locks. You don't even need to tell him why. Just say you're not happy, and this isn't the relationship for you, and it's over. Also do it over the phone, or in public, not in private at your house. One of the biggest triggers to violence for liars is being found out for their lies. It terrifies them that they may be outed. I had a similar situation, but we did live together, so I told him in our house, and I wish I hadn't. I ended up sneaking out and running later. You thank your lucky stars you found out, and you run for the hills. This guy is dangerous. Coming from someone who knows a pathological liar, trust me when I tell you that you need to move on. His lying will not stop. Ever. They cannot admit to it, they will only gaslight. You can never trust him, or believe what he says. There is no path forward. You need to believe this. Cluster B shit. I'm really sorry, OP. I have been there. It's a surreal experience. Don't confront him. Don't look for closure. It will be a lonely grief, but you'll get better. Just dump. No explanation needed. I, 19 male, got a haircut from my friend, 19 female, while being in a relationship with my girlfriend, 19 female. I'm wondering how badly I crossed the line here, as my girlfriend became very upset upon me telling her that I got a cut from my female friend. I tried to stress to her that it is simply because it was a free haircut. I'm broke and don't want to go to the salon, along with the fact that my friend is actually a good barber as she cuts her own hair. Unless your friend gave you a blowjob instead of a blow dry, your girlfriend is hard overreacting. There is no world where this is cheating. How is this different from going to a female barber? If you went to a female barber regularly and became friends, do you then have to change barbers, or else it's cheating? This is ridiculous. I know what this can look like. You're going to have to tell me what it could look like, because the only thing it looks like to me is one friend doing another a favor. What? Men can't get haircuts now from women? I've heard it all. If this is real, can you tell us why is it considered cheating, LOL? Did you go to the friend's house without letting your girlfriend know? Have you done anything else than cutting your hair? Otherwise, I don't think this is cheating at all. God, you could not pay me enough to go back to this age. My wife, 29F, threatened me, 28M, with divorce. How do I proceed? Wife threatened me with divorce 2 months ago. I feel so detached now. When I got home, she said she wasn't happy and that we argue too much. Her mom kept butting in and adding comments. I stayed quiet. I didn't feel comfortable there anymore, so I left. Slept in my car for 3 days, then on my mom's couch for 2 weeks. We eventually talked and agreed to try therapy again. We'd done it twice before, but she quit. I found a new place, she moved in, and now she keeps saying I need to apologize to her mom and brother for our arguments. I don't even understand what for. Yesterday was Remembrance Day. It's always hard for me as a vet, and I'd been plowing snow for 2 days straight with barely any sleep. She tried to cheer me up, but when I was quiet, she got frustrated and said, "I don't know what's wrong with you." I didn't say anything back. I just went to bed and ended up sleeping most of the day because I was completely overwhelmed. I know I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes and I own them. But with her, it's always someone else's fault. I'm mentally drained and honestly grateful we don't have kids, because I don't know how I'd handle this if we did. Part of my injury settlement from the Army, around $80,000, is in trust with her. I feel lost, stuck, and like I'm drowning emotionally. I don't even know if there's anything left to save at this point. I feel so disconnected from the relationship, and on a scale from 1 from 1 being ready to leave to 10 being I'm with you for life, I'm about a 2 right now. Quit beating yourself up. This relationship, as described, is over. Time to go find a little happiness. The one you need to make you complete is out there waiting. Give yourself a little time, and then go find her. Firstly, put the drinks down. They will never help. It just makes an empty void that eventually kills you. Secondly, your happiness is worth more than $80K. Will hurt if you lose it, yeah, but you'd rather be broke than feel hopeless and worthless. Go be happy, brother. You own it to yourself and those you care about to be light in their life. Thirdly, therapy. Go talk to someone. There are plenty of therapists that specialize in war vets. It do you good and keep you sane knowing someone cares about you. You give her and her mom what they asked for. Divorce the whole lot of them. Update me. This was so sad to read. I'm sorry you've been going through all of this alone. Your wife doesn't sound like a teammate at all. Calling you while you're working to say she wants a divorce? Making fun of your beliefs? Why is her mom so involved in your relationship? The whole family sounds immature and mean. I think you should take the necessary steps to secure your $80,000 as only yours, then file for divorce. This person isn't going to change. At OP, even without all the other stuff going on, if a woman asks for a divorce ID, give it to them. Do you really want a person in your life that already decided they don't want to be there? This relationship was over long ago, and you're both afraid to admit it and actually end it. It's not that complicated. Stop forcing yourselves to make this work. You're both unhappy, that much is clear. This what happens to most of these relationships that grew from being almost teenagers. You're both not the same people you were 8 years ago.